Suicide remains the leading cause of death among young people aged 15 to 24 in NSW, impacting 15.3 of young lives per 100,000 people every year. Behind every youth suicide is the student who might have been reached earlier if their school had the right support. But across NSW, school-based mental health access remains fragmented and uneven, and NSW Health can change this situation. To understand this fragmentation, we need to look at access. This chart shows that regional and remote areas have far fewer psychologists, psychiatrists, and mental health nurses than major cities. So before we talk about progress, it is important to recognize the core problem. NSW's mental health workforce is unevenly distributed, and that inequally flows directly into school support. However, the Black Dot Institute argues that NSW's youth mental health efforts remain fragmented and inconsistent across regions, limiting their long-term system impact. But the data shows progress. Youth suicide rates in NSW have fallen from 15.6 per 100,000 young people in 2019 to 13.8 in 2023, suggesting that strengthened early intervention pathways are starting to make a measurable difference. Here we can see system level improvement. On the left, schoolings and the WHIM programs now operate across more than 3,000 schools, reaching around 115,000 students, creating structured pathways that reduce fragmentation. On the right, telehealth use among regional young people has risen sharply from 16.3% to 23.6%, reducing one of the biggest barriers to early intervention, the distance. Together, this trend shows that NSW is shifting from isolated programs to a connected statewide system. Youth mental health is about giving every young person the chance to live, learn, and grow safely. By expanding and standardized school-based programs through collaboration between NSW Health and Education, we can reach up to 15.3 students per 100,000 people before crisis strikes. Although the data tells a heartbreaking story, our actions can change their ending. It is time to act together to protect the next generation. Thank you for watching.